Right, the next problem, let's have a look. It's problem number 2. Here we go. It says write a program that will ask the user for 4 integer numbers. Let me just make this different colors, make it green now. 4 integer numbers, and then add them together and then divide that total by 4 to show the average. The input and output should be user friendly. So it's going to keep saying that to you, should be user friendly, should be user friendly. So just make sure you are making it user friendly, okay? So we're working on problem number 2 now, okay? If it helps, remember, break down the problem first and then take it from there, okay? So let me just make a new slide and I'm going to break down the problem. So this was, let me just go ahead and do this. This was problem 1 and this is now problem 2. Okay, so write a program that will ask the user for 4 integer numbers. Let's do that first. So what is that? That's going to be a print statement or an output, or however you want to explain it in your algorithm planning. Go ahead and do that. So display, please enter 4, did it say integer numbers? What did it say? Yeah, integer numbers. Oh, it said that here as well. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I just didn't read it out before, but anyways, I'm going to read it out now. 4 integer numbers. Please enter 4 integer numbers. So display 4 integer numbers. We'll do that first. And then add them together, and then let's add them together. So let's actually go ahead and remind ourselves that we need to, take in each of the numbers. So take number 1 from user. I'm going to say here, take number 1 to 4 from user, but this will be done separately only because I just want to save space. This will be done separately. Okay, so, take number 1, then take number 2, then take number 3, then take number 4. Okay, going ahead, it will add them together and then divide that total by 4. Right, okay. So calculate, can't spell today, calculate the total and store in variable, I don't know, let's call it total. We're going to have a variable called total, and that's going to do num1 plus num2 plus num3 plus num4. And then we're going to calculate, can't spell, the average and store in variable average. That makes sense, right? If you want to call it answer 1, answer 2, num5, num6, whatever, just make sure it makes sense. And particularly, eventually, you might be working in a programming environment with other people. You just got to make sure it's descriptive so other people understand it as well. So, I think total makes sense. So we're going to be using the plus for that. And average is going to be making use of the divide. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on the side there so you can see that's part of my planning. Moving on. The input and output should be user-friendly. So, you might have user-friendly statements such as the total of your 4 numbers is this, and then the average of your 4 numbers is this. So display the results or answers or whatever in a user-friendly way. Spelled that wrong, never mind. And you can see what I do as an example from there. Okay, you might also do some user-friendly inputs from here or outputs here as well. You can just do extra if you would like to. Anyways, let me leave this on the side here. Let me make a new file. And this is my problem number 2. Okay, this is what I'm working on now. Right, so let's go ahead and do the first part, which is a print statement. So you go ahead and say, please enter 4 integer numbers. Please enter 4 integer numbers. Okay, and so we can go ahead and do num1 equals integer input. There, that's the first one. Okay, you can actually go and copy and paste this if you want. And you will have number 2, number 3, and number 4. Lovely. And then we can go ahead and calculate total. So total equals num1 plus num2 plus num3, plus num4. And then the average equals the total. So this is a new variable we've just made up there. The total divided by 4. You don't have to do a space here. I'm just doing it so you can see it more clearly. All right, lovely. and then we can go ahead and print. Let me just print both of them, just why not? There we go. Okay, that's done. Let me go ahead and run this. Okay, this is lesson 2, problem 2. Here we go. And when it runs, you should be predicting what's going to be happening. Please enter 4 integer numbers. Let's enter 3 and 2 and 4 and 5. Okay, it has done exactly what I asked it to do. Okay, you can see it's taken in 4 inputs and it treated them like integers because it's done kind of like what we expected. It's added my 4 numbers together to give me this value, and it's then added, it's then divided the total by 4 to give me this answer here. The way I printed it has resulted in this output over here, as you can see, which is not user-friendly. So you should figure out by just looking at this how we can actually make that more user-friendly. So let me just go ahead and copy and paste this, and this is going to be for my average, and this is going to be for my total. So I'm going to run that, click OK. So one thing I would have sorted out is that, you know, they're on separate lines, they're not together anymore, but still you can make it more user-friendly. You know, or should know now, how to mix a string with a variable value. So let's get our speech mark in. And then you can say the total of your 4 numbers is colon, speech mark, comma. Let me just expand this so you can see. There you go. The total of your 4 numbers is that. And then similarly, you can do the same here. The total of your, the average of your the average of your malfunctioning over here of your 4 numbers. Let's say that of your 4 numbers is speech marks, comma, average. Yes, makes sense. Let's move on. Let's see it. When it goes to the bottom like this, obviously, you know, when I'm in class, I exit because I can't be asked to like keep scrolling down and it gets annoying. And then when you press enter, it messes the program up and everything. So just run module so you see it at the top. Okay, it's just nicer to look at. Anyway, please enter 4 integer numbers. Right, get your maths caps on, please. Can you please make sure you are calculating this as I am going along? Try and figure out before I put in the final one. There we go. That was too fast for you. Anyway, confirm it. Is that right? Does it equal 29? Do the maths in your head. It does equal 29. So the total of your 4 numbers is that. The average of your 4 numbers is that. Okay. You might want to, I don't know, maybe have some more user-friendly statements around here somewhere. So for example, before they put in the input for number 1, you might want to have a statement there or something. So for example, where you've got input, within that, you can do speech marks and say enter number 1. Okay, let's see what happens now that I've done that. Let's see what change that has made. Let me run the module. Please enter 4 integer numbers. Enter number 1. Okay, and then there's nothing at the moment, well, because I haven't done anything here. But you can see that maybe having additional statements might make this a more user-friendly program. So think about using these, okay? So these go within the brackets of the input function, yeah? So enter number 1, and then number 2, and then number 3, and then number 4. Run the module. Please enter 4 integer numbers. Okay, I haven't pressed enter yet. Do the maths. What does that equal? 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6 equals 12. Lovely. And the average of your 4 numbers is 3. Okay, so think about if you think there are any additional ways that you can make this more user-friendly in terms of, you know, the statement or the help text that is available to the user, then go ahead and put it in. Okay, but that is the end of that problem. Let's just double check. Yes, it is. Okay, the next video is going to show you how to work on problem 3.